Hey guys, and welcome to the Week 3 update for Monster Madness 2024. We had 4 more episodes. I'm going to be spinning the wheel once again based on the vote to see who moves on. So the first matchup we had this week was Shin Godzilla versus Godzilla Ultima. A great matchup started out. The vote went 72% in favor of Godzilla Ultima, 28%. So it's going to be 7-3 in the wheel. And let's spin the wheel to see who moves on. So I'm about to spin the wheel here. The wheel is spun. This was the closest matchup for the whole week. This was actually a close one. The wheel is spinning and it barely lands on Godzilla Ultima. Really close. It was so close to landing on Shin Godzilla, as you can see. So Godzilla Ultima will move on. Now, the next matchup was Striker Eureka versus Mega Kaiju. Very lopsided. It made sense. This is a tough matchup for Striker, for any Jaeger to go up against Mega Kaiju. But the vote was 13% Striker, 87% Mega Kaiju, so it'll be 9-1 in the wheel. So the wheel is spun, 90% chance for Mega Kaiju. We haven't had an upset in this episode yet. In this wheel, and Striker gets the upset, takes down the Mega Kaiju. That one hurts for me because you know the Mega Kaiju is my favorite monster. Somehow Striker got the win. I knew this was possible. This is where the madness comes into play. So Striker Eureka will move on to the next round. So the next matchup was Surtur versus the Kraken, and this really surprised me with this vote because I expected Surtur to win. I had him winning in the matchup I discussed, but Surtur took 90% of the vote, leaving Kraken with only 10%. This shocked me. I thought this would be a lot closer. Surtur is very powerful, but here we go with another wheel spin. We have 9-1, and let's see who moves on. So the wheel is spun. Another 9-1 matchup. Another 9-1 wheel spin. We just saw this upset with the one before. Will we see another 9-1 upset? And we do. It lands on the Kraken. This is a random wheel, but the Surtur somehow goes down. Another upset. If you've been watching these videos, there have not been many upsets. There was a couple in the first round, none in the second. We already have 2 upsets so far, and the Kraken moves on. I promise I'm only spinning these once. This is absolutely crazy. And we had 2 upsets with 10%, and the madness continues. And so the fourth and final matchup for the week was Obsidian Fury versus Scylla. This ended up at 75-25 exactly. So in this scenario, I'm going to have it at a 3-1 chance. 3 out of the 4 slots are Obsidian Fury. But for the 75-25, I didn't know which one to edge it out to, so I'll just leave it at a 3 out of 4 chance that Obsidian Fury will win. Let's continue the madness. Let's spin the wheel. Okay, so the wheel is spun for the last matchup. Let's see if Scylla can continue the upsets. It's a 25% chance he can still get the win. And Scylla does continue the upsets because Scylla gets the win here. Upsets Obsidian Fury with only 25% chance. So Scylla will be moving on. And 3 out of the 4 matchups this week were upsets. The first one almost was, so we went from some upsets to none to absolute chaos in the top right side of the bracket. So now if we look at the updated bracket, we had so many upsets in this right side of the bracket. We had so many upsets. We had Godzilla Ultima advance, which I was expecting to happen. Had the 70% chance, but still could have went either way. It was the closest matchup. But then we had the 90 to 10% monsters go down with a 10% chance. The chances of that are just insane. And then Scylla took down Obsidian Fury. So we're looking at the Godzilla Ultima versus Striker Eureka matchup, which should be pretty good. And the Kraken versus Scylla, which I did not expect Scylla to win the first matchup against Obsidian Fury, so I definitely don't think he'll win the next one. But there's always a chance. So make sure you stay tuned for new episodes coming Monday to decide the first round. Will decide the next 4 monsters, and then the first round will be decided. Thanks for watching, and I will see you Monday for the next episode.